Bomber card this you come from. Yo, man, back on. The device was overheating. It's getting hot in here. I think we're back on still. I'm gonna have to turn off the screen card. I don't want it to cut out again. Where was I, man? Sure. I think I'm back now still. The serious threats of violence. Them comments there will be deleted if man see them. Basically, what man say, like basically, what man's against deleting for the most part, like for this is what I got the highest regard for in terms of making sure that these comments stay shown. Is comments of man disagreeing with something, like theologically an argument, man making cogent arguments that seem to put whoever they're arguing against in a position that they feel like they can't defend without lying or without slandering or without diverting, where they themselves have to even doubt what they previously thought to be true based upon the argument that's being presented. I want people to have the ability to speak that. That's the reason why there's free speech in the thing. Without that, man will be blocking people, censoring people left, right and centre. Cause man just want to squander man's, like, this is my personal opinion, man want to squander man's time dissing each other's mother and dissing each other's religious figures. You're a waste, man. Man want to come in there and promote other channels to go to while man's live streaming. You're a waste, man. But you got the ability to do that because man's trying to defend people's right to challenge firmly established ideas, you get me? That have a big influence in how the world is run. You get me? And on how society works and functions. Like these crucial ideas, I believe, should be open to criticism. Not because man just wants to see things fold and fuck up, because man wants the best for humanity. And I believe that can only come about when all ideas are able to be challenged and the best ideas will rise to the top. You get me? We'll be able to see what's the best idea. If we're able to find fault in something, we should be able to discuss that. You get me? If we think we found fault and we haven't actually found fault, we should be able to discuss that. So when somebody else comes along with the same arguments, can say, yeah, we thought that as well. But you know what? Man done a bit of research and it wasn't the case. I'm trying to facilitate an environment where that's able to happen, you get me? That's why the comment sections are open. But now what I'm saying is, when man want to spam the comment section and put 1 million emojis in there, when man's trying to reason about something, you might start seeing your emojis go missing. You get me? That's where you might start seeing your comments get dashed out. But if you come with some argument and you're critical of anyone, even me, because I'm extreme with the thing, you know, fam, because man's had comments of people dissing my own mother, and I mentioned that, you get me? I've mentioned that a few times, you get me? Just to try and demonstrate the consistency and the impartial ethos that man's trying to have up there, you get me, in the comment section. So if you think I like that, I don't like that. I love my mum more than anything in the world, you get me? I don't want to hear no one. I don't want no one to, not that I don't want to hear. Cause if it's happening, I want to know, you get me? So at least I know where I stand with the people. But I don't want nobody to not even utter. I don't want no one to even think anything foul against my mother. Or against anything that I love, you get me, and care about. You get me? But if that's what you're going to do, then that's what you're going to do, innit? That's what you are, innit? I believe you're defined by your actions, you get me? That's what you are, you get me? So, man's extreme with the thing. So I don't, like, I hope people don't take it personal when they see people dissing their religious figures and COE ain't blocking it, or they see people dissing their ethnicity and COE ain't blocking it. They see bare things in the comment section where they don't like and COE ain't blocking it. I beg you don't take it personal and know that COE gets abused as well. No homo. Pause. No homo. Guys, verbal abuse, you get me? But yeah, man's trying to develop the thick skin, you get me? It's not everything I can take. Sometimes I go home and I cry myself to sleep. You get me? But then tomorrow I'll come up stronger than ever. Because I ain't dead. I'm ramping. I don't cry myself to sleep. I'm ramping. You get me? But yeah, when man, if I notice that man's having a discussion and it's like they're discussing ideas and they're challenging ideas and rare, and then the next man wants to come and spam up the comments with bare things until the argument can't even be seen, and it seems like you're deliberately just trying to disrupt a flowing conversation, then you might get timed out and you might get your comments removed so people can see you are going. You get me? Because up until now, you ain't seen no mods on COE. Unless, like I said, my brother, when he came up there, and I love my brother more than anything in the world, except for my mother. You get me? Only when he came on there, and he was a mod one time. I made him a mod one time. And the first thing he done was block C Alive. I had to take that off, you get me? That's the only time you see a mod on COE. Or tell a lie, and when Dr. X was running his shows on COE channel, I said he's allowed to have mods on there because he's using my platform, but it's his show, you get me? So he can run it how he wants to run it, you get me? Other than that, you don't see no mods on COE. Now, it don't mean that I might not have none in the future, but it would have to, if I was to have mods, they would have to have this understanding that I'm trying to demonstrate here right now, you get me? And they would have to have the discipline. They would have to either agree with what man's saying or don't have to necessarily agree with it from a moral perspective, but have the discipline that they're willing to enforce those rules. Because I don't want to see comments go missing just because a man don't like what man's saying. To me, that's so shallow, you get me? But yeah, let me see if I got anything else written down here, man. Oh, that's understanding while going for the comment section. Basically, I'm saying this thing to clarify, just cause there's gonna be some restructuring of how the thing runs, you get me? And I don't want people to get confused. I like clarity, you get me? But I have noticed that people's got their own interpretation of what COE is and what COE stands for, and what even content over everything, like the actual title of the platform stands for. People got their own interpretation. I don't think I've opened my mouth publicly to even address that once yet, you get me? So they ain't getting it from me. Whatever you think, you get me? But right now, you're getting it from my mouth, you get me? The HNIC of COE. Head niggas. The head niggas of in charge, you get me? So yeah. Type of videos that's going on Top Striker. Covered that. Free speech. Name calling, doxing and all of that. Because all of that as well, fam. Alright, cool. Some people have boycotted COE because man allows practically anything to go on there. And then some other people have boycotted COE. Well, these are the reasons what they've given to man. I don't know what's in their mind, you get me? But these are the given reasons of why man have boycotted COE. Or chosen or requested that I not film them. And for the most part, I comply, you get me? So long as they're not discussing with somebody that's a veteran in the park, I won't jump in there and film them, you get me? Other people have said that because the comment sections are so disgusting, people are saying bad things. I don't want to downplay it. People do say some foul shit. There is malicious, I believe so anyway. There is extremely malicious intent in the comment section, you get me? Like with the intention of really trying to make a man commit suicide. You get me? There are some people out there that are in the comment section, you get me? A man say, I prefer to not be exposed to those type of comments, or I prefer man not to be thinking about man because my video's playing on your channel, and now these people that's got the ability that they haven't got on other channels to say some foul shit are gonna say it on a video that I'm likely to watch because I'm in it. I understand, you get me? I understand. But then there's some people that I don't really believe that that is the case. They might just be saying that because they don't like how they've been representing themselves on COE. As you know, well, you might not know, but let me explain to you. Before COE came to the park, a lot of people used to just request videos to be taken down because they don't like how it made them look in an argument. They might have lost an argument from their own perspective and they don't want people to see that. They want to be shown in their best light. And they've asked people to take down videos and other people have complied, you get me? Not all the time, but sometimes. This is what I've heard, you get me? Because obviously they ain't me. But man's come to me with this argument requesting me to take down videos because it makes them look crazy or they said the wrong thing and the other person looks like they got the victory. I say, right, with all due respect, ain't those other people you're telling me that I've taken down a video before. You get me, sir? Some reasons, some people, some of the reasons that people are giving me why they don't want to be on a COE video, I believe that's the reason there, really. But they're not going to tell man that because they want to keep their pride intact, you get me? So, in an effort, or with the hope of trying to encourage, because they might have, regardless of that, they might have some interesting points of view on specific issues and topics, you get me, that I want to see discussed and I want to see challenged, you get me? So with that in mind, man's considering being harsher on the comments that are specifically aimed at trying to cause malicious harm to people's egos by saying things like suck your mother and rare. Them type of comments there, or my man looks like a rare. Them type of personal attacks there on those sensitive people there. Man's considering. I'm not saying that man's gonna comply, but man's considering if it's worth removing specifically those type of malicious comments in order that these type of intellectual discussions can take place on my platform that you might not see on other channels because they might get taken down if those people that are having the intellectual discussion are seeming from their own perspective to be shown in a bad light intellectually. They might not get shown on other channels, but you know it's coming out on COE. You get me? So man's considering that. So all of the people them that are against COE clamping down on free speech on that aspect, I'm suspecting that you might not be, you might be able to tell me a reason that I haven't considered, that I might agree with, but I just currently don't know. But I'm suspecting the people them that are going to be against man, blocking man from being able to say, suck your mother, or your prophet's this, or Jesus is that. I'm thinking that you're probably, like, that's all you're intending to do. You don't really care about intellectual discourse. You're more interested in just trying to hurt people's feelings, and you're going to call COE anti-free speech. I can take that on the chin. Pause. You get me? So man's considering that. It's not a definite, but man's considering that. But yeah, man's making this thing public because I'm open to reason, and I'm hoping that people can come up with compelling reasons of why I should go one way or the other, you get me? So yeah, next thing, is there anything else? Reassessment, regular. I might do a monthly or every so many months Q&A with COE where you can give me feedback or criticism or direction of where you want the thing to go, what you think will be good ideas. I might do something like that as well. Leave a comment in the comment section if you feel like that's a good idea, with the intention of improving the channel for me and for you and the entire human race. There are people dying, and it heal the world, make it a better place. You get me? Sound like that still. So let me know if that's a good idea. Leave a comment for that. Anything else? Anything? I think that's everything, you know. I think that's everything. So let me give you like a brief rundown, a brief overall summary, if I can, because I ain't got no summary written down still. But let me try to give you a little wrap up of basically what man's trying to do today with this thing here. You get me? So it's basically videos. So you might see some videos that man record go onto the Top Striker channel and not onto the main channel, and I've discussed the reasons why behind that, and everything ain't written in stone. And because you might see some videos go on the main channel that you believe, according to what I've said, should be on the Top Striker channel, and you might be thinking that's a hypocrisy. Express your concerns, and I should be able to explain why, past just because I want to. You get me? I'm not trying to be no, I ain't trying to rule with an iron fist over here, you get me? I like to think I'm open to reason and logic, you get me? So, yeah, you might see some videos that go on that channel and don't go on the main channel, the Top Striker channel. The Top Striker channel is a more anything goes channel than the COE main channel will be. COE main channel has got a certain level of class is coming to mind still, but ain't even that, you know. It's got a certain level of there's a thinner line to walk. There's more discipline on the COE channel. It's more regimented on the main channel than the Top Striker channel. It's more loose. It's more free. You get me? But with that freedom comes the monsters. But always remember that monsters ain't made from niceness, for the most part. So when you spread evil, you're potentially building more monsters. I digress. But yeah, so videos might go on that channel and they might not go on the main channel. 2, comment section. You might see comments go missing. But if you do, know that, and I say if you do, because it's not even a definite, it's not written in stone. If you do, know that it's gonna be spam. Rather than telling you let me tell you what it's not gonna be. You won't see from me anyway, because YouTube make comments go missing as well that I ain't got no control over. You get me? It's happened to me, even my own comments. Some of them just went missing, fam. I typed in nigger and the shit just didn't appear, you get me? And I ain't got no spam filter saying any words can't go through. My spam filter's clean, you get me? But yeah, you might see some comments from me go missing. If you do, know that they're not going to be comments that are believed to be challenges to establish thoughts, like logical challenges to establish thoughts. You might see some suck your mothers go missing. You might see some your prophet's diss go missing. That's less as serious as the suck your mother thing. You might see some Jesus' diss go missing. Again, that's less as serious as the suck your mother thing. That's just for me though, man. I have to put them all in the same category, you know, still. Only true, I'm not religious, you get me? People might take that as the same value as suck your mother, you get me? But yeah, comments that are fundamentally and wholeheartedly malicious in nature. And that all of that's all due to my own interpretation. Because what I think is malicious, you might not think is malicious. But what this is what communities are formed around anyway. Consensus, you get me? People who share the same opinion as me will probably gravitate towards, man, you get me? And people who think I'm outrageous will stay clearer, man. Or they're supposed to. I don't know why they keep on coming back from me. They know they don't like me. But it. Let me continue on, you get me? But yeah. Comments might go missing. Spam comments. A man are talking a whole heap of dashing a whole heap of emojis. Or man are saying a whole heap of come to my channel, or go over to this other channel, or let's have a conversation about how the weather is and it's nothing to do with what the video is. You might see those comments go missing. Out of anything, those would be the most likely comments to go missing, if any does go missing. But you shouldn't see from me any challenges to ideas, any critiques of ideas that are logically based with the intention of bringing truth to the forefront and making truth more apparent, you shouldn't see nothing like that go missing. That's in the safe zone. But it's around that the free speech is based upon, you get me? That allow for all of these extra fucking abuses of the system. So basically that's all it is, you know, fam. Comments and videos. Videos might go on the other channel, comments might get censored. But there's logic behind it. It's not just like that's what I've been explaining for the whole thing. This is just a summary. You get me? To keep you up to date. And I'm proposing probably monthly Q&As with COE where you express yourself, say what you do like and what you don't like, give me advice, give me suggestions of where man should take the channel. That's what man's proposing. Alright, right now my screen's off so I can't see no comments. I'm hoping that the video ain't gone off and I ain't talking to myself. Alright, is it on? Yeah, the video looks like it's still on still. I hope you got everything. Right now man's gonna wrap up the thing. I'm gonna quickly have a little scroll through the comments and see if there's any A-laps. See if there's any anything that I believe I've missed that I should address. Yeah, let's see. Sam M, big up free speech. HSP, all first time of madness. I don't know what that's about. Right reaction. Mohammed, Tommy Robinson, peace be upon him. We'll sort you. Hype thing. NDM laughing at Ralph. England's football star. Let's go, champ. Kemmel, COE, you doing live stream on Black History this month? Oh yeah, man's gonna do a live stream. Hopefully later today still. Man's gonna do a live stream with I wanna get Black Van Man on there. I don't know. Since that live stream that he done yesterday, I don't know if he's still on doing live streams again, you know, fam. He's on this in the park thing, you get me? We was arranging it still. We're supposed to do me, him, Ras, Shakara, Scattered, anyone who's on it still. I wanted diverse, less heard of views from the black community to get the opportunity to express themselves and allow their ideas to be assessed and analyzed critically and look at the logic behind them and see if they could be beneficial or if they're dangerous to the community as a whole, you get me? See what's the pros and cons of man's argument. But it's, like I said, it's fundamentally, with the ethos, is going to be grounded in substance over spectacle. So I'm not really trying to cuss man out. You know, like that, fam. I ain't really trying to insult man or try and make a man feel ashamed to express manself. I want to provide a platform, same like how man trying to do the COE thing, just the channel ethos in general. I want to provide a platform where ideas can be presented and looked at critically, seriously, with the intention and unbiasedly. Don't look at the idea. Try to remove the bias from your mind based upon your previous experience with ideas that are similar, that sound similar to this, or even that are exactly the same as this from your perspective. Try to remove the bias from your mind and give a man the chance to express manself uninterrupted, and you question him from a clean plate. You get me? From a clean slate. So you really ask man how man came about with the idea. You get me? What's it based upon? Is there any goals, final destinations that you're hoping to achieve by that method? You get me? Have you thought about this when you're trying to do that? Have you considered this? A conversation like that, you get me? But we don't want to shy away from controversial ideas. We're trying to encourage the exposure of less heard, but what's the word I'm looking for? Pivotal or powerful potentially, or thought-provoking ideas. We want the less heard ones. The ones that we hear all the time, we ain't really trying to, we hear them all the time, innit? And we discuss them all the time. We can discuss them as well, as long as we keep it substance over spectacle. Because I believe personally, spectacle can be used for good still, but a lot of the times if you ain't thinking critically, you're just gonna get led like the Pied Piper by a spectacle, by something that sounds good, by something that looks good, you're going to get marched off to your doom, you get me? So we ain't really trying to focus on the spectacle, how man's doing what man's doing. We're trying to make it dry, you get me? It's going to be a... This is an advert, you know. This is an advertisement for the live stream I'm doing, that I'm planning to do. We're trying to make it dry, for the most part, as long as your appetite is for hype and spectacle and drama. If your appetite is for that, then it's supposed to be dry to you and bitter even. You get me? You're not really supposed to want to watch this live stream as much as I want people to watch it. I want people to watch that are really interested in considering new ideas and the impact that they could have on society if they're put into practice. You get me? Seriously. So, yeah. That's what man's saying still. Let me continue going through the comments now. Give me 1 sec. Do a video about Zimbabwe history of white colonization. We done a video on Zimbabwe still. It's on the Talk the Things channel. Talk the Things them channel. Live. You go on that channel there, you see that still. If you go into the COE, the main channel, this channel I'm streaming on now, and go scroll over to the channels section, you can see Talk the Things them. Subscribe to that channel. That's gonna be where we talk the things them. For everybody that's Jamaican, you already know what that means. For everybody that don't know, that's where man discuss like issues that are like elephant in the rooms, and we don't shy away from issues. You get me? But it's more centered around the quote-unquote Afro-Caribbean community. You get me? So you might not, if you ain't got no interest in that, then you don't have to subscribe. You get me? If you got interest in that, then yeah, go log on to that one. You get me? But this one, I will do, even though it is kind of around the Afro-Caribbean community, I'm going to start it out on this channel. Most of the live streams that I'm going to do that are related to the Afro-Caribbean community, they're probably, until that other channel builds up where everybody knows that that's what we're going to be discussing over there. Until that builds up and the audience is ready to and waiting, we're going to start off discussions on here and then migrate over to there. You get me? Migration. But yeah. Stop rubbing the mic. Pardon me. Hope you heard all of that. But yeah. Let me scroll through now. Scatter mind bless. You're not even black, you far right troll. Selassie 1. You ain't talking to me. You ain't talking to me. Z, go to school, bro. The man are dissing each other in the comment section. That's what I'm talking about, fam. Man are dissing each other in the comment section. All man's listening to what man's saying, you know, fam. I was never a Shia, but your country supports China in concentration camps. So we scroll back. Let me scroll back. HSB. I was talking to Right Reaction. I need to go do something as well still. I met someone that went to school with you. All of this personal shit. You man are girls, real talk, man. You man are girls, man. Gossipy, chatty, bunch of chatty patties. All of you should be ashamed of yourself. This, I'm gonna make a live stream challenge channel that's dedicated for man who wanna have cussing matches. I might even join in on some of them still, and let man know who's the boss out here. I think they can diss man. Man don't know yet. It ain't for the faint of hearted. It's for man that we can just diss each other in the comment section all day. You get me? Big up COE. Geoengineering. It's hard to find respectful conversations. Yeah, we trying to have them here, man. That's what we trying to have here, man. We want to look at ideas critically, you get me? Without shying away and feeling like, oh, we're going to hurt someone's feelings. Or without that being the objective while we're in discussion. While man's in discussion, if your objective is to hurt an next man's feelings, then like, I have to question why you feel the need to do that. It's usually like observing the behavior of children. A child usually tries to hurt a next child's feeling because their feelings hurt. They feel like they're on the brink of wanting to cry. And it might not necessarily be the child whose feelings they're trying to hurt. It might not be that child's intention to make them feel like that. But just because they feel like they're ready to cry, their immediate response is to try and make somebody's feelings hurt. They want to share the burden and start crying. This is a psychological analysis right now. I wanted to touch on that as well. This one thing that man's going to touch on in the discussion later still. The lack of impulse control and the desire to resolve conflict with violence as like a top priority, or not even top, but up there in the list of in the arsenal of how we're going to resolve this issue. Violence is, from my perspective, that's too fast. That's too quick to be called upon as a means of resolving issue. You get me? And if anything, it does more damage to us in the long run than it does benefit. You get me? Because all we're teaching with violence at the ending of the day is that might is right. Be obedient to the person who's fucking you up, who's got the potential to fuck you up. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to, you get me? But is that how humanity is best at developing innovations that we all benefit from today? Like caveman style, licking each other over the head. There's times when violence is necessary, you get me? And there's times where using your wits, you get me? Your ability to, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you break down the arguments, where you look at the flaws in the argument to come to a conclusion that this is the best option. This is the one. Deduction, yeah, your process of deduction. This is what I believe is more beneficial in terms of trying to inspire and create new innovations that's beneficial for humanity, rather than just using violence to try and just praying for things to try and solve the problems that we're faced with. You get me? So I'm gonna like one of my proposals that I'm gonna be putting on the table is the Chinese Cultural Revolution style, where man just rounded up sets of the population that they believe to be a hindrance to the progress of the masses of us. You get me? Because people shy away from it. I don't really never hear that discussing the option, and it's sensitive because at one stage in time, I would have been one of those people getting rounded up, you get me? Like the so-called quote-unquote backwards mentality. The resorting to violence as a first means of solving the issues. I might have been getting, like, even like man like Malcolm X, you get me? He might have been one of those guys getting rounded up, you get me? And getting one big bomb using like this is the good sense of use of violence. Rounding up all of the people that resort to violence as the first recall, and just dropping one bomb and wiping out the wall of them blood clot. And then what we'll be left with is people who are initially more prone to reason their way out of conflict, out of issues, rather than fight their way out of it. Because from man start fighting, fam, it's like, what's the rules? There's no rules, fam. Me trying to destroy you and you trying to destroy me, innit? Within that, anything's gonna go. It's heat of the moment, styly. You get me? Man's trying to preserve my life right now. I'm trying to take you off the planet, you get me? In that heat of the moment, fam, man ain't got no long-term thinking, rude boy. Unless you're so seasoned in the thing, like a long-term, like a speed chess player. Unless you're so seasoned in the thing where you can just act off of instinct, but it's based on your past experiences, and then you ain't dead yet, you get me? So yeah, long-winded, you know. I talk for miles. That's how come I don't talk too much on the live streams, man. Cause I know I can talk forever still. And then all of the points I'm making is just getting drowned out. Cause I'm talking too much. But it's jewels I'm dropping. I know it's jewels I'm dropping. While sounding arrogant. You get me? A piece to Mr. Rax. Scholar gang. Straight. Yeah. What do you believe happens when you pass away from this life? I don't know, man. Muhammad, I don't know. I think about that sometimes, man. You get me? And I hope, when I think about it, I hope that I go to a place that we probably loosely described as heaven, you get me? Where all of my doubts will be answered, and all of my misery will be alleviated, you get me? But I might just stop existing, man. It might just be like when you're sleeping. You see, when you wake up after you've been sleeping, and you really don't know what the fuck was happening, if anything was happening. You really don't know if a man just turned on a switch, like a computer, like you plugged into the matrix. You really don't know if a man just turned on a switch and you're just active now, you get me? You really don't know if all of your memory, if your so-called memories are actual occurrences, objective occurrences that's happened in the past, in this thing that we call time, you get me? It might just be that, man. It might just mean man just don't exist anymore. And if that's the case, I'm sad about that now, but I won't exist to even be sad, you get me? If that's the case. I don't know, man. It's a big one still. It's a big question, you get me? Theoretical question, you get me? These type of things that man want to see reasoned and discussed in Speaker's Corner, you get me? More than man just trying to beat each other up. Or trying to diss each other, tell you about your mother. That's the worst thing. Alright, cool. One more quick rant. Hopefully one more quick rant, because I got a cut still. I'm wasting bare time right now. Time is precious. Yeah. This is the worst thing about Speaker's Corner, man. See, when it comes to badmanism, roads, like rules of the road and that. There's man who's from the road that goes Speaker's Corner that ain't never been in no like even heated, let alone physical altercation, ain't never been in no heated discussion. You get me? And then there's next man that's from the road that have been caught up in dramas and all of that. You get me? It goes like, it's probably, Speaker's Corner probably in the best place for man. You get me? And some man don't come to Speaker's Corner because they know they can't hold their temper and they've seen a lot of shit that they want to punch people in the face for, you get me? But what man don't like, what man like despise, like from a gut, is man who ain't even from the road, but witness the road from their bedroom window. You get me? Or witness the road from word of mouth. You get me? And hear about the dangerous encounters, what happened on the road, and get thrilled. This is the next thing I'm gonna discuss as well, man. Make a note of this, man, who's gonna be on the panel. The promotion and the selling and the commercialization of the road lifestyle. You get me? Because that's a big trap. You know, man, say the trap game. Man are promoting their road lifestyle while still being on the road. Like it's a fucking, it's dumb, fam. It's oxymoron, the thing I'm looking for. Like you're supposed to be silent, innit? Man are snitching on themselves left, right and center because they realize there's financial gain in doing so right now. They realize that man are coming off like that ain't even from the road, are glamorizing and glorifying and promoting this lifestyle that they don't live themselves, but there's financial benefit in doing so. We want to discuss that as well, you get me? That's going to be one of the things I want to touch on. But yeah, tying it into Speaker's Corner, what makes me sick to my stomach is when I see people that's not active on the road, never been active on the road, but go there and act like they're the baddest man on the planet and talk with the most amount of disrespect to other people that are in Speaker's Corner for the purpose of having intellectual discussions. Like man who's from the road that goes Speaker's Corner, shout out to Marcus Nasty. Marcus Nasty he was in Speaker's Corner last Sunday still. He came up to man and he said, "Rah, you see your thing, COE. Man's learned more in the past 3 years that you've been down there." And big up, like this is me bigging up my own channel still, cause he said he ain't watched the other channels. No shade on the other channels, but shade same way. Cause it is what it is. But he's saying man's watched more, he's learned more about history and religion and politics in the last 3 years. He might all be listening. Peace, brother, if you're listening. In the last 3 years watching COE than he has in his whole time in university and school and college and all them thing there, you get me? So I'm saying that to say this. There's man from the road that go Speaker's Corner because they're trying to get away from the liberty, the road liberty, and liberty just means lifestyle. like the customs, the rules and regulations. Man are trying to escape that and expose themselves or be in the environment, not even expose themselves, be in the environment where there's the opportunity of benefiting from listening to intellectual conversations. So when a waste man that's not from the road, but is caught up on the hype of the road and they want to be a part of it, come to Speaker's Corner when they got the opportunity and ability to go to the road where it's active time and start keeping up fuckery or even start profiling like they're a bad man. I have to look at you like you're the biggest waste man. Like, what are you doing, fam? It's not for you, innit? Man come from the road to get away from that. So if you ain't in Speaker's Corner, basically I'm saying, even though man studying human psychology and behavior and it's interesting and beneficial to observe those people that do that. Fundamentally, before COE, Speaker's Corner was mainly a place, before camera shall I say, was mainly a place where intellectual conversations and theoretical conversations and what's the religion one? Is that it? Those type, whatever the big word is for religious discussions, those type of conversations was taking place. That's primarily what it was for, you get me? And people who don't come to discuss used to come to listen and learn from that. And stimulate their heavens, as Buju would say. That just means increase and activate certain regions of your brain that you don't gonna get that stimulation from elsewhere. You get me? So all of the man who's from the road, who know what time it is, who's actually active on the road, that comes speaking. So that's what we come there for, fam. That's what man wanna see, you get me? So I beg the people then that's not from the road, or that was like a backseat driver on the road, or that was just watching the road from their bedroom window, I beg you fall back, fam, and just allow the thing to just run how it was running. Speaker's Corner ain't a bad man place, fam. Speaker's Corner is an intellectual place. There's plenty bad man place where you can go and test out your bad man levels, you get me? But what I noticed is that a bag of cowards want to test out their bad man mentality on people that are not trying to be bad man. On the road, you're a panani for that. You're a big pum-pum, a big wet pum-pum. I'm gonna open you up and go inside you for that. You get me? That's what's supposed to happen. But only true they know that no one ain't trying to profile like that in Speaker's Corner. Man wanna feel like they got like this, like the Speaker's Corner is an open season, it's an open place where it ain't been touched. Fam, it can turn over real quick, fam. You get me? This is a direct message to the people them that's profiling like they're on the road thing. The same to the regular people listening that's on the intellectual thing. It can turn over real quick, fam. Roadman can come and check you, cause you're spoiling it for man. Man are complaining, fam. Man are complaining that man are trying to watch intellectual discussions and man are just jumping in front of the camera and getting on a hype thing. Man are just trying to move to people and man trying to see reason in the rear. Man are complaining, fam. They're like, raw, is there nowhere anywhere else that man can go where man's free from these type of foolish people, fam? Like real bad man that'll box your head off your shoulders, you get me? That'll take you off the planet. As much as you feel like you're trying to be like them, or you're trying to do things that you believe is gonna impress them, let me tell you on their behalf, because you ain't gonna see them coming out on camera, let me tell you on their behalf that they're looking at you like food, rude boy. And they're wishing that they could see you man on the road, rude boy. So they can see how you're active on the road, you get me? So I beg you just fall back and allow that, man, because you're fucking up the thing, you get me? But yeah, I hit that now. I hit that, because I have to cut still. I have to cut for real, for real. But yeah, make Speaker's Corner great again. Roadman fall back off the road antics. Made the intellectuals rise to the top. You get me? Made the intellectual conversations dominate Speaker's Corner and make it be a place where the most groundbreaking ideas are being discussed and considered. You get me? And be informed even. That's what we really want. We want the most groundbreaking ideas to be formed, because steel is sharpening steel, you get me? We want to embarrass fucking Cambridge and Oxford and Eton, you get me? with our level of intellect. The Oxford debate sessions and all them things there. We want to embarrass them, you get me? We want them sending down representatives. Or we want them calling man from Speaker's Corner and begging man to come and debate on their shabby platform. Because Speaker's Corner is supposed to be world renowned, you get me? For its intellectual conversations, you get me? So yeah. A brief summary, if I can, if I'm able, because I'm definitely willing. Hype things, personal conversations, joke, pasa, those type of conversations, you're more likely to see them. Those type of exchanges, you're more likely to see them on the COE Top Striker channel. Anyone who want to grudge me for that, grudge me for that. You get me? Comment sections, spam, doxing, serious threats of violence, that's been getting blocked. If I notice that. But I'm only one man, you get me? I don't notice everything. But spam, where man's just putting a bag of emojis in and it's just blocking man from having the intellectual conversation. Them comments you might start seeing fading away. Man telling man about their mother. I don't know how they don't love their mother, you know. You're dumb. I'm going to go into it still, so let me just not go into it. Man telling man about their mother. Man telling man about how much of a scumbag people that they love and care about, how much of a waste man they are. Man telling man about things like that. You're most likely to see those type of comments fading away. Simple. And hopefully the chain effect will be an encouragement of people that are wanting to have genuine discussions about firm and established ideas, well established and well known, recognized ideas and opinions, and women, let me say, kind of sexist thing. Man and woman, people who's willing to have those type of discussions, hopefully they will start being more attracted to Speaker's Corner and be more willing to appear on camera having discussions and be more willing to comment in the comment section, because there's enough of them still go to Speaker's Corner and they tell me, yo, yeah, with all due respect, I love your channel, I don't want to go on there though, man. Too many dance speeds on the channel, just chatting shit. Too many dance speeds in the comment section chatting shit. Ain't trying to mix myself up with them. I ain't trying to damage my reputation, and I don't even want to be seen that I exist to those type of people there. I don't want a spotlight on me that's being shone, that's being viewed by wastemen. They don't say wastemen because they don't speak like that still, but those type of people, man, them in front of the road will say wastemen. You get me? Hopefully it creates that environment, and we make Speaker's Corner a bastion, whatever that means. It sounds like a word that means important. We make Speaker's Corner a fucking, like, something that people from all over the world tune into to get intellectual stimulation. You get me? To get updates on current events in the world. To get the most critical opinions. To get the most logically based arguments. That's what we're hoping for, fam. Anyone who's on that same wave, then fuck with your boy COE. Even though he's not a boy, man's a big man. Fuck with your man COE. Pause. No homo. Preferably woman. But yeah. Everybody else, close your eyes and picture me doing something that I enjoy that you don't want me to do. Peace.